But Houston though, going this with them going small ball, trading away Clint Capella. Do you think this is a matchup that can work?
The D'Antoni trap, and they keep going deeper and deeper into it every year, and not noticing how nothing is going right.
Summer nights, summer days, it's the same thing. When you from the city, never sleep, better maintain. And if you can't hang, never let them see you slipping. It's a jungle over here.
So, yeah, back to D'Antoni. You think the Houston Rockets are falling into his quote-unquote trap?
Hell yeah.
Of an offense?
Hell yeah.
How?
Bro, you have a one-dimensional offense.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst thing you want in the league. With no defense. If your three don't drop, they get blown out. There's a difference between saying if your three don't drop, you lose by 5 points. They three don't drop, they get blown out like 20. Like they can't.
But you don't think the trading away of Clint gives more space on the floor for Russell to attack and kick?
So?
What you mean so?
So?
That's aiding their offense another dimension. Rudy can get fooded on, for lack of better term.
Smacked.
What? You're crazy. They actually played and they beat him.
Okay.
You saw what happened.
I feel you. That's one game.
I know it's one game, but that's what we gonna go based off of.
I feel you. I'm saying I'm going off of what I've seen him do in the paint for years.
And I can go based off what Russell has done in the paint against specifically big men.
That's cool.
Specifically big men.
Playoff.
Dunk on your head.
Playoff.
Will be dunks on your head.
And lose.
No.
Because you missed 30 other shots.
I mean, in that matchup, Houston versus Utah, I got Houston. Just based off the fact that their two stars can really get it done.
They're not beating them in 5 games.
You don't need to be 5. Nothing for Houston will be easy when they get to the playoffs. Nothing will be easy.
There's no point, bro. And I do not believe in Russ, bro.
You don't believe in Russell Westbrook?
Russ doesn't push efficiency for the team.
You realize him and Dame might have the same outcome this year if they don't play each other? If we're comparing...
Portland can beat Houston.
Get the fuck out of here. They can, but will they? If they even get to the playoffs, no.
Could definitely beat Houston. Could definitely beat Houston.
Definitely is a strong word.
Hell yeah.
Are you counting with or without Nurkic?
With Nurkic.
He hasn't even gotten back yet.
That's the playoff. Nurkic definitely coming back.
All right. Okay.
Without Nurkic, it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up. You cannot say it's not a toss-up. It's a whole toss-up. Bro, after last year, you could not say.
But look, we all know what happened last year with Russell Westbrook and Dame Lillard. Okay, we all remember.
Yo, bro.
But we not gonna sit here and act like Russell Westbrook is some nigga that can't get it done.
You acting like Dame doesn't get it done when it's on.
But
him.
they've both been knocked out in the same rounds, respectively.
I feel you.
In ways that are the same.
But who has knocked out who though?
All right, okay. If you're gonna go based off one-on-one, I get that. I can't refute that.
Bro, I'm going off consistency.
Russell Westbrook has been consistent.
To lose, and it being his fault.
What has Dame Dollar done?
I said it being his fault.
Nah.
When Dame loses, it's not his fault. When Dame losing in the playoffs, it's because
you were up against Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson.
I don't know what else you want me to say.
And they were up 17 3 games out of those 4 games that they got swept. So you tell me where it's not his fault.
He wasn't even getting. It's not his fault.
He was up
against who and who.
But you were up.
What did they drop in those quarters?
It doesn't matter, bro. You have a lead.
Okay.
You have a lead.
Okay. Who hasn't had a lead against the Golden State Warriors?
I feel you, but
one team.
But regardless, you have a lead in this playoffs. You have to get it. If we're gonna look at Dame Dollar in that light, then we have to criticize him in that light as well.
I respect, but you have to acknowledge who he gets smoked by.
Who's Russell getting smoked by?
Dame.
That's a smoke? I wouldn't say that's a smoke. He just beat him. That's 6-game series. My fault. 5. My fault. 5.
We all called.
Was it Russell Westbrook's fault when it was Donovan Mitchell?
Look at his stat sheet.
Bro, but he's the only one getting buckets though.
What are you talking about?
What was PG doing? Schneider.
Look at his stats.
Schneider.
Look at his stats.
What was he doing? Let's not get started on the Melo vibe that one year.
I don't.
Oh.
It does not exist to me. I mean, it's not exist.
Don't disrespect. He actually killing it right now. So you believe Houston small ball not gonna do nothing with it?
No. It's gonna look good in the regular season.
I think they could beat the Clippers. I
In
think
the
they could beat the
playoff?
Clippers by outshooting them.
In the playoff?
Yeah.
In the playoff?
Yeah. I don't believe they can win. I just believe if they do win, that's how they're gonna. I wouldn't be surprised.
In the playoff?
I wouldn't be surprised.
In the playoff?
Bro, I'm going based off two things for that. The Clippers, they're iffy in terms of who shows up and who don't, and then also who they play.
It's the regular season.
I know it's the regular season, but these are bad habits they're having, and bad habits travel. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm gonna go off of. The Clippers, I predict the Clippers to beat them, but if the Clippers don't beat them, I'm not surprised.
There's no way.
I wouldn't say there's no way.
Houston sticks no defense.
I just wouldn't be surprised if it happens, bro. That's just how I'm feeling.
Bro, Montrezl is gonna eat them alive.
That's just how I'm feeling.
Morris is gonna eat them alive.
Morris, you right. PJ can't guard everybody.
I don't know what you talking, bro. You're not about both them twins is buckets. both of them is buckets. It's the same buckets. I feel like they have the same stats.
It is the same stats because one nigga,
18, 19, both
the one on the Pistons was the better one until the one on the Celtics ended up getting better too. So now they
I don't know where
the little jumper.
Because his shit used to have me suddenly even turn. He just hit with the
like little turnaround. Hold that. Iggy to the Heat. I want to talk about the Heat because
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
I didn't think Jimmy would be such a fit for these motherfuckers. I called it though. I don't know if you remember me calling it back in Buff. I called it.
You faked it.
I kind of called it.
You said Jimmy to the Heat would be fire.
You know what I'm saying?
You did say that.
But do you think they'll be able to make noise in the East?
Yeah.
Because
the East got no heart.
Damn. That's how y'all feel? That's how you feel?
The East got no heart.
Talk to me. Name the teams right now.
Alright, who we care about? Do we care about the Celtics?
Mm-hmm.
They don't got heart. They got brains.
Word.
We care about Philly. They ain't got neither one of them.
They got heart.
They
it's
got
just
size. It's not.
They
got size. It's not no heart.
They mental ain't strong enough.
That's what I'm saying. They ain't got neither one of them. They ain't got brain, no heart.
All
Who
right.
else we care about? Indiana. They don't have the talent.
What do you mean they don't have the talent? Victor Oladipo.
Just Victor. Jimmy will.
Especially that nigga TJ Warren on that, where he was fighting with him the other day. Clamp, I feel you. I don't think he'll clamp Oladipo, but
what are you talking about?
He'll do the business.
He's a little boy.
Who?
Victor Oladipo to Jimmy Butler is a little boy.
He's disrespectful.
Jimmy will say it himself, and you know he'll say it himself.
Jimmy will say it himself because Jimmy is that dude.
And prove it.
But he's that dude,
he
though.
He will drop 30 on his bata.
But don't forget who Victor, you know what I'm saying? Victor took my son Brony to 7.
Jimmy, I'm not going to lie. Ever since Jimmy left Chicago, he has not been wrong by anybody.
I feel you.
It's
just the media is on his schmata.
Doesn't matter because he comes to be like, I'm going to do this. And he does it. And they're like, is he really about odds? Then he comes back. I'm going to do this again backwards. Then he does it.
I think you're giving Jimmy too much credit. I know. Look, don't get me wrong. Jimmy to the Heat is.
He goes to Minnesota.
Oh no! Jimmy in Minnesota. That's all Jimmy. Word.
Jimmy went to Minnesota.
They wasn't built.
And told them what's the word. They did not listen.
They wasn't built.
Trash.
All right, we go to Philly.
Goes to Philly. They trade him. He says, "Y'all not built."
Truthfully, want to know what?
Right now.
Here's what I think is fucked up. They gave Tobias Harris too much money.
Philly. Yeah, but
once they did that and they didn't give Jimmy
here's the reason why. The only reason you would say it's too much money is because they had Jimmy. Because you have to remember, the wave and the point in which they got Tobias was fake wilding out.
But he baited in all playoffs.
No. I know he baited, but you have to understand, you have to go off of, at the moment in which they gave him said bread, he was on a very high note in his career. You cannot deny this.
Yes.
Everything was falling. His trade ball was
everything like 22, 20, you know what I'm saying?
He had good ass field goal percentage. So at that moment, now we understand when the playoff came around and they were faced with that man. That's how true it is. That is how true it is. It wasn't built. How you get locked up by somebody who's not even on you?
Look, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If Miami ends up in the finals, I will not be surprised at all.
But
Milwaukee.
Whoa.
I had no faith in Milwaukee.
Look, here's one thing I'll say about Milwaukee, right?
Hype.
Hype is warranted. They have
Hype.
the best record in the league.
That's cool. They did last year.
Last year, I was on the same wavelength with you last year, but
still
this
the
year,
same.
this year it feels a little different from
Yeah,
them.
sure. No
But
way.
I still don't believe it. But I believe them to get out the East though.
If they end up in the finals, I won't be surprised. But if Miami end up in the finals, I'll be even less surprised.
You thinking Miami gonna beat Philly in the playoffs?
Yeah, that's easy.
That's easy.
I'm jacking 7 games.
But that's not easy though.
I'm
7
jacking
games
an
means
easy
it's a
7
hard
games.
fought series.
I'm jacking an easy 7 games. As in game 7,
Get him out of here.
dash way. Bro, it's like, you understand, like, I'm learning not to doubt this man, Jimmy Buckets.
But Jimmy Buckets has been.
When his gangster is tested, he shows everybody he is the big homie.
He hasn't shown everybody he's a big homie.
But you just,
I mean, all right. I mean, in playoff matchups, no. But in
Thibodeau
terms,
has no job because of this man.
don't talk
Tom
about Tom
Thibodeau is
Thibodeau
the
like
best
that.
defensive coach in the A besides Pop. He has the
Pop.
I said besides Pop.
Besides Pop, can I get a? All right, yeah. We're not gonna touch on that. I
Yeah,
give it.
say
Yeah.
we're not arguing about this. You got too much resume on this. Too much resume from top to bottom.
Yo.
Cause I'm like, bro, y'all.
Nappy black kid, tongue tied to my roots. Fist in the air, proud cause I knew the truth. But you could never see the black moon how I do. Balance on these 10 toes. Say we from the ghetto with blessings only Lord knows. They say we broke down, but it's something in us special terrestrial.